What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are reviewing healthy frozen foods that you would find at your local grocery store, and we're gonna answer the age-old question. Can you eat frozen microwavable foods and still lose weight, see results, keep it anabolic, get in enough protein, etc.? The results we get may be shocking, and as a recipe channel, this might just put me out of business. But alas, we're gonna get it done anyways. Today, I am joined by a very special guest, Tamika.
Hi, y'all.
She's gonna help me try these out, and we're gonna get two different opinions on it from someone that eats anabolic, makes a lot of foods, knows what high protein tastes like, and someone that clearly doesn't.
Clearly.
So if you guys are ready, their epic video underway, then as always, man,
I'm here to do it for you.
let's do it! Yeah!
You're only gonna see me where I'm paid to be. I'm only watching TV if I'm watching me. Got it out the mud, now my Jordan's clean. Diamonds on me, dancing, let them drip on me. Bring a couple bottles, put it on my...
Guys, I braved the frozen food section this morning in a cutoff shirt to bring you this content. So if you can hit that thumbs up button for me, it means the world. Now in this video, the question I want to answer is, if you woke up start to finish that day, would you be able to go to the grocery store and find frozen foods that A, contained enough protein, B, tasted good, and C, helped you stay in a calorie deficit? Would it be enjoyable? Could you do it? Would it be feasible? What would your macros be? We're gonna answer all those questions today. I got a wide variety of food here, starting with breakfast all the way through dinner. We're gonna be trying Hungry Jack, Blueberry, Waffles. We're gonna be trying these real good breakfast sandwiches. And if you notice anything about some of this branding, I'll get into it more in depth with each individual item as we go. But if you notice, they're all advertising high protein. There's stuff on the packaging that would lead a uneducated consumer to purchase this thinking they're doing their body some good. So we're gonna answer those questions today and see if this is false advertising, false marketing, or if it's actually beneficial and something I'd recommend. We got these Banquet mega bowls. If anybody's ever had the Banquet Salisbury steaks, my dad made those growing up. I don't know what that meat is, but it ain't steak. We got these Hungry Man 37-gram protein double chicken bowls. We also got some of this air fryer spicy fried chicken, advertising 75% less fat than regular chicken. And we got these crazy enchiladas with 41 grams of protein. So the question is this stuff any good? Well, ladies and gentlemen, in this video, we're gonna find out. Let's start with breakfast and get some blueberry waffles. So we're starting the day off with some protein-packed Power Waffles by Kodiak in the blueberry flavor. When you call yourself protein-packed, I would assume there's a lot of protein in these. We'll go over the nutrition in a second. You get 8 of these to a pack. You're only gonna see 6 in here at the time being because we burnt the first couple in the first clip. So hey, through the power of cinema, you didn't have to see it. Pull these out. They look like regular waffles from the jump. What are they? And they smell pretty good. Smelling pretty good. So what we're gonna do, toss 1 serving of them down in here, which is 2 waffles, and we'll go ahead and give them a toast. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. We got the waffles down here. A little bit of that Miss Buttersworth sugar-free syrup on top, and we're ready to dig in. How you feeling about this?
Pretty good. Why is it on a cutting board?
Don't ask too many questions.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Let's get ourselves a bite. It's like chopping wood. 3, 2, 1, let go. Pretty good.
Not bad.
Not bad, right?
Not bad.
Not bad. It ain't an Eggo,
No.
but it'll do. My honest opinion, this tastes pretty good. I could eat this for breakfast and have no qualms about it from the flavor department. Now, if we look at the nutrition, we're getting 120 calories a waffle, both of them being 240 calories or just 1 serving. And for 2 of these waffles, I would say they're a little tiny. You get 11 grams of fat, 25 grams of carbs, and only 12 grams of protein. So to be completely honest, as much as this is good, it is never something I would eat for breakfast just because it doesn't have enough protein and there's not enough volume here. For instance, if you look at any of the waffle or pancake recipes I have on the channel, we're easily getting 4 times the amount of protein, way more volume without that many more calories. So I always stress, this stuff works great in a pinch. This is still better than driving through McDonald's. But ultimately, if you want to have the best nutrition possible, you should be cooking for yourself. So if you guys want to get a waffle alternative, make sure you check out any of the waffle recipes on the channel or in my cookbook. You can always find my cookbook at the first link in the description box if you want to check it out. So overall, I think it's pretty good. Closing thoughts?
Decent. Not better than your waffles, but
Decent.
Decent.
Yeah.
Not mad at it.
Not mad at it one bit. So with this out of the way, let's check out the breakfast sandwiches.
Sounds good.
Come on. Next up, we got breakfast sandwiches from Real Good Foods. You've probably seen these in your grocery store. Mainly, these are keto items. They'll advertise really high protein, really low carbs. You can see 4 grams of net carbs on here. And for a lot of people, that'll trick them into buying them without knowing the full deal. We'll get into that later. But first, all these need is a little trip in the microwave. So let's get them ready. And let's play Does It Look Like the Picture on the Front? Sausage, egg, and cheddar cheese. Oh my gosh. This looks like the first people that got facelifts. They had to work out the technology first. And that does not look appetizing, but we won't know until we put it in our mouth. That, I mean, come on, comment below. Does that not look terrible? I've seen roadkill that looks better. These Frankenstein abominations need about 2 minutes in the microwave, and then we will be eating like, I was gonna say royalty, but peasantry? I'm talking all this shit. It could be really good. All right, see you guys on the other side. All right, folks, here we go. Real Good Foods, sausage, egg, and cheddar cheese breakfast sandwiches. Visually, they look terrible. This looks like the worst breakfast sandwich I've ever seen in my life. But looks sometimes can be deceiving. What do you think? How are you feeling about this?
I'm not excited, but I don't judge books by the cover, so we'll see.
3, 2, 1, let go. It doesn't taste like anything. That sausage doesn't even taste like sausage. Grain-free cheesy bread.
It doesn't taste
cheesy.
There's a
Good.
piece of cheese on it. I don't taste any cheese.
Doesn't even taste like a sandwich. All right, this is something I would never eat. Just from a flavor perspective, visually, everything, would never eat this. If you watched the video where we just did meal prep breakfast sandwiches, way better than this. Way better and way cheaper. These were like $9 for this container. Now, the worst part about this is, right, in just one of these sandwiches, they advertise on the front 4 grams of net carbs, 22 grams of protein. A lot of people get tricked by that. But if you look at the back, one of these pathetic, ugly, terrible Frankenstein sandwiches is a whopping 450 calories with 35 grams of fat, 8 grams of carbs, and 22 grams of protein. That is terrible. Real Good Foods is notorious for this. They sell a lot of keto products, right? People buy this thinking they're following the keto diet, but they're not counting calories, doing anything like that. When they have 2 of these, you're eating 900 calories at breakfast for 2 pitiful sandwiches, and you're gonna hate yourself afterwards. I will not eat another bite of that. That was terrible. If you have any experience with these, let me know down below. But anyways, let's move on to the next meal and see if we can redeem ourselves. Come on.
Something better.
Next up on the frozen food tour is a Hungry Man double chicken bowl. Advertised 37 grams of protein on the front, white meat chicken patties with a creamy chipotle queso sauce, seasoned rice, onions, and tomatoes. And the best part is the nutrition for this is actually something I could fit right into my diet. We'll go over that here in a little bit. And it's funny, I haven't had Hungry Man since college. When I first went off to college, I wasn't cooking anything for myself. Everything was frozen microwave meals. And after about a month of eating Hungry Man meals, I noticed my toenails turned a very weird yellow and my feet had swollen up to the size of beach volleyballs. Needless to say, we drained off the fluid and I've never really looked back. But now we're dipping our yellow toenail in yet again. Let's get it. See what we're working with here. Okay, nice little bowl. Looks like a decent little chunk of food in here. And the best part is we only need 5 minutes in the microwave. So I'm gonna toss this in here and I will see you guys momentarily. Come on. All right, guys, here we go. The chicken is looking a little lifeless. You know what I mean? There's no color.
Yeah.
But I think it smells all right.
Smells pretty good.
Moment of truth. 3, 2, 1, let go. That's not bad at all. What do you think?
Not bad. I don't like the chicken.
Yeah, the chicken's a little funny. So for me, honestly, all things considered, this isn't too bad, especially given the macros. I'll get another bite here. Yeah, not bad. I mean, I wouldn't look forward to this or like really enjoy it, but not terrible. In a pinch, not terrible. So now in this bowl, for this entire meal right here with the 2 chicken breasts, the rice, the cheese sauce, and everything, it's 420 calories with 11 grams of fat, 44 grams of carbs, and 37 grams of protein. Now, overall, I think those macros are pretty good for just one meal. 37 grams of protein, 420 calories. I think that's easily doable. As a meal, you could fit right into your diet. So as far as taste goes, I think it leaves a little bit to be desired, but macro-wise, not terrible. And I'd probably recommend this versus you not following your diet. If you were super busy and it was drive-through KFC or it was microwave this thing, I would do it every single time. So yeah, not bad at all.
Not bad.
So now let's move on to something a little more fun. Next up, I'm super excited about trying this one. We have the Tyson air fried spicy chicken nuggets with 75% less fat than the regular deep fried versions. Now I'm pretty pumped, but Tyson as a brand has a weird reputation. They found a lot of giblets in some of that meat and the stock price plummeted. But we'll keep our fingers crossed that these are giblet free. So we're just gonna open her up. I got my air fryer basket right here. And you don't need an air fryer to make these. You can throw them in the oven, but air fryer is gonna be quicker. It makes things way more crispy. So open this up. Ooh, it smells good. Ooh, take a goose and a gander at that, babe. That looks good, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks good.
What's that shaped like? That might be a giblet. So we'll just go ahead and place a couple servings of this down in the air fryer. And now these need 12 minutes at 300 degrees, and we're gonna have some spicy chicken tenders. Come on, baby, come on. And here we go, spicy chicken nugget time. Smell pretty good, look pretty good. I'm actually excited about this one. All right, I'm gonna get in here and get a bite. Which one doesn't have any giblets? All right, I'm gonna do this one. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, let go.
Oh no.
No. I mean,
They're really spicy though.
they are. They are. If you're gonna try these, you don't like spicy, go for the non-spicy ones. These are pretty hot. I didn't even get a drink. Blow on my tongue. Ah, thanks, babe. I would give these a 9 out of 10. Pretty dang good, especially given how easy they were. So in one serving of these, which is 3 ounces or 84 grams, it is 140 calories, 3.5 grams of fat, 15 grams of carbs, and 13 grams of protein. All in all, I think those macros are great. For me, I would probably do 2 servings of this. That'd be 26 grams of protein, 280 calories, minimal fat. You get a little bit of carbs, but I think it's worth it for the flavor and the breading. So I would give this a pass, definitively. If I needed to eat something real quick and I didn't want to mess with anything, toss these in the air fryer, pretty good macros, high protein. You're gonna enjoy what you're doing, especially if you had a little dipping sauce. So yeah, these are great. I would say if you want slightly better macros, a little more protein and a little more juicy flavor, you can make one of the boneless wings or the KFC popcorn chicken, fried chicken recipes out of my cookbook, but in a pinch, this definitely does a trick.
Yeah, definitely.
Heck yeah. So now let's move on to the next thing. Come on. And next up on the list, back again with Real Good Foods, we have their Grande cheese enchiladas with a whopping 41 grams of protein. Now going into this, these looked pretty good, but after having those atrocious breakfast sandwiches, my hopes couldn't be any lower. But alas, we will give them the opportunity to redeem themselves. We'll check out the nutrition, see if these are worth buying, and if that 41 grams of protein is worth whatever hell they're about to put us through. So here we go. Let's see if it matches the front. Huh.
Ew.
And what's funny is with the breakfast sandwiches, the bun was made out of like a cauliflower chicken concoction. What are these tortillas made of? Cadaver skin? I don't know. Anyways, these need 4 minutes and 30 seconds in the microwave. So we're gonna get these going. I'll see you guys in a minute. And here we go, Grande cheese enchiladas. Now, the package is deceiving because I didn't realize this was soup. I don't know what it is. These people cannot create a product that looks appetizing. And that's half the battle of good food, is making sure it looks like you actually want to eat it. This looks horrendous. All right, let's get in here and try a bite of this. Chicken doesn't cut like a tortilla.
You're not helping making it look bad.
Okay, here, I'll wrap that cheese string around. You gonna wrap your string? Here, I'll wrap your string. There you go. If this is the last bite of food I ever take, it was nice knowing you guys. 3, 2, 1, let go. That's not it. That's not it. Really salty.
Is that what that is?
I think so. Not good. Not good.
A little spicy, right?
A little spicy, but spice doesn't equal good. That's terrible. Now, one serving size is both of these enchiladas. So like we talked about earlier, they're real good with this marketing tactic. You're getting 41 grams of protein, 4 grams of net carbs. What could go wrong? Well, this terrible meal is 460 calories with a whopping 30 grams of fat, 6 grams of carbs, and 41 grams of protein. So all in all, I'm loving the protein content for the amount of calories. For me, that is fine, but this is not fun to eat at all. Who is eating this? Everything about this from start to finish is terrible. So basically with Real Good Foods, we're 0-2. I would not recommend this. I don't think it tastes good. I like the protein content. If you want to suffer through it, then by all means, but 41 grams of protein, not a lot of food, doesn't look appetizing whatsoever. For me, it's a 0 out of 10. Not for me. If you have my cookbook, I have a version of enchiladas in there that'll wipe the floor at this. So make sure you check that out. The link in the description if you want. But yeah, skip this one. Skip it.
Wouldn't recommend.
So we have one more thing left. Let's see if we can redeem ourselves after this. I need mouthwash or something. That was terrible.
Trying to sit here with the straight face because I'll be looking ugly. Like my face gets scrunched up.
And the redemption arc begins now. We're going to see if the Banquet Mega Bowl Chicken Fajita Bowl is any good. Advertised on the package, 21 grams of protein. The picture looks pretty dang appetizing, and I'm feeling pretty confident that nothing is gonna be worse than any of the Real Good Foods that we've had so far. But Banquet also made those dang Salisbury steaks, so it's kind of a toss-up. Let's see how she's looking. Hey, not too shabby. I mean, it's frozen, but you know what I mean? Not too shabby. All this thing needs is about 4 minutes in the microwave. You put it in, let 4 minutes go. After the 4 minutes, you gotta pull the film off, stir it up a little bit, just kind of whip it up. Then you toss it back in for a couple minutes and she'll be good. So we're gonna do all that, and hopefully, fingers freaking crossed, this one doesn't make me throw up in my mouth. It is time for the Mega Bowl. But first, if your experience with protein bars has been similar to my experience with these Real Good Food items today, gut-wrenching, terror-inducing trauma, then perhaps you're eating the wrong protein bar. Maybe you need to try out the Anabar, which is the best tasting protein bar in the entire world. 21 grams of protein, literally tastes like a candy bar, no false advertising, no weird fibers that are gonna upset your stomach, no sugar alcohols, nothing like that. 100% authentic, real food. If you wanna give it a try, go to theanabar.com, use the code RGF10. You will save money and you'll be eating food that actually actually doesn't suck. Seriously, you're gonna love these. Check them out. So, moving into the mega bowl, looks pretty good.
Good.
Looks pretty dang good. So 21 grams of protein right here. Got a nice sauce. We got rice, we got corn. Not too bad. Let me get in here and get a bite. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's get it.
Hot.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Didn't think that one through. Not the best, but not the worst. Flavor's like a 5 out of 10. Not bad, but not anything crazy good. The other bowl was better.
Was it?
I think so, right?
No.
You like this one better?
I think I like this one better.
Okay.
Just let it cool down a bit.
Yeah, this one tastes healthy. Does that make sense? This one actually tastes like there's not a lot of flavor, seasonings added to it. It's kind of like a little more natural tasting. So as a meal, if that's kind of what you're looking for, this wouldn't be too bad. Now, if we look at the actual nutrition in this entire meal, it's 390 calories, 10 grams of fat, 52 grams of carbs with 21 grams of protein. So personally for me, given those calories, that is just not enough protein. I would want a little more protein for the amount of calories we're consuming. Fat's not too bad at 10. 52 grams of carbs is pretty heavy in relation to the calories. So this isn't one that I would eat. The other bowl would fit my macros a little better, but this is not a bad option at all. Once again, if it's the choice between driving through a McDonald's or getting a donut or whatever versus microwaving this for about 5 minutes, this is a no-brainer. And there you have it, folks. What I want to do now is actually break down the nutrition as if all I ate today was the meals you just saw me try and see what that looks like and see if it would actually work if my goal was to diet with just these foods. Let's check it out. All right, I've had a moment to collect my thoughts. I'm gonna give these a quick ranking. The best thing that I ate today, hands down, were the spicy chicken nuggets. The macros, the calories, everything about them, absolutely loved. Ease of eating, they were a little spicy, so next time I'd probably go for the non-spicy one, but overall, those were my favorite. Next up was probably these blueberry protein-packed waffles. Once again, the macros weren't ideal, but in a pinch, these were really good. My third favorite thing was probably this double chicken bowl. I really enjoyed that sauce. The chicken didn't bother me as much as it seemed to bother her in this one, so that wasn't bad. Macros were good, a whopping 37 grams of protein, 420 calories. Not bad at all. Those three, I could easily fit in my diet and wouldn't mind it one bit. Now, when we get to the darker side of things, this right here wasn't bad, wasn't good, 5 out of 10. It was okay. It did the trick, but wouldn't be something I would really go back to. And then the utter depths of hell from which this sandwich emerged. You know, I'm having a hard time figuring out what was worse between these two. They were so abysmally bad. These sandwiches were garbage. These enchiladas were more like a soup, and start to finish, these were both absolutely terrible. So I don't know which one's worse. If I had to pick one that was worse, probably the sandwich, to be completely honest. But both were abysmally bad. Wouldn't recommend either one from a calorie standpoint, a flavor standpoint, enjoyability, all terrible. So I'm gonna break it down for you guys. You guys see me try all these, right? If I had 2 of the waffles for breakfast, 1 of these sandwiches, the double chicken bowl, 2 servings or 6 ounces of the spicy nuggets, 2 of the real good enchiladas, and then polish off the evening with a chicken fajita bowl, what that would do is put me at, for the day, 105 grams of fat, 161 grams of protein, 165 grams of carbs, 17 grams of fiber with 2,250 calories. For me, that is a calorie deficit. So on these calories and macros, I would lose weight and I would probably maintain a good amount of my muscle because we'd be getting in 161 grams of protein. Normally on my diets, I like to hit at least my body weight in protein. For me, I like to go a little over that, so about 200 grams is really good. But for the most part, you could easily hit your diet and hit your goals by using some of these foods, especially if you ate a lot of these, a lot of this chicken, and even if you lacked some protein in these waffles, you would still be able to hit your protein goal just fine. So when people ask, could you eat just frozen foods and see results? Of course you could. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter what you eat. It comes down to how much protein you're getting in a day and how many calories you're consuming. If you are consuming less calories than your body needs in a day, and you're eating enough protein to ensure as you're losing weight, your body isn't cannibalizing the muscle on you due to a lack of amino acids, you are going to be just fine. I just don't recommend you buy anything from the Real Good Food brand because this is complete and utter trash. I hate it. Their email's on the back. I might just email them. And I don't email anybody about anything, but I might just send them an email. They need to know how I'm feeling. So yeah, that is basically it. If you guys enjoyed this video, the number one thing you can do is smash that thumbs up button for me. It helps the channel out more than you know. If you want to see me do this again, there's a lot of other foods like this. I can easily go grab different options. We can try this whole experiment again. I might even just do one with just Real Good Foods in general if I want to waterboard myself. That sounds fantastic. So yeah, make sure you guys let me know. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, and don't forget, all of these foods, I know I'm spending a good amount of money. I want to say this thing was like $9 just for this, and that's one meal. I wanna say these were like $5 or $6. This stuff can get pretty expensive. If you wanna save money and eat better and learn how to whip some magic up in that kitchen, don't forget I have a cookbook, and you can find it in the first link in my description box. Every recipe from the channel, 300 pages full of information. I know with 100% certainty, if you follow us in here, you will see results no matter what. So check that out. And with that, we're out here. Appreciate you guys as always. Don't forget, youngla.com, code RGF will save you money on the flyest apparel in the business. And that's a wrap. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I will see each and every one of you at the next video. See you guys. Boom, 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 baby. We gone.